Welcome back, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, and this is more Castlevania Symphony of the Night Maria mode. In the last episode, I burned my leg on this upside-down sconce, and then we continued our quest to find Beelzebub, as we are now going through and defeating all of the bosses before we actually go and attempt to fight Dracula, because I want as many advantages as I can have, because I'm not very good at fighting Dracula. In fact, I don't believe, considering I've gone back and seen this version of the game, I don't believe I have ever actually beaten this game with either Richter or Maria. I think I've only ever done it with Alucard, and I've only done it using, making extensive use of life apples. So, yeah, I really don't know how I'm going to handle this, but I guess we'll try. About all I can promise is that I'll give it a shot. I don't know if I'll succeed, but I'll try. Well, I just kind of ducked. I was like, I don't know what to do at this point. How do I respond to this? Kick, kick, kick. Now, I think there's a save point right around here somewhere. This, I believe, is the way to the save point. I thought that was the way to the chapel, but I guess that's the next door. And yeah. Once again, we really got to figure out how to do those special moves better. And I thought I had it. See? But, I mean, I am not succeeding at all. And I'm trying it on camera because that is the nature of life. Yeah, of course. Okay, well, there you go. I'll learn how to do it eventually. I'm not there yet. So, we gotta fight Beelzebub just regular. And I think there is an axe here. I want the axe, yeah, because he's up. He is up the entire time. So, if you've never fought him before, Beelzebub is this guy. He is a giant, horrifying monster. He's a rotting corpse. He drops flies and maggots, and he's gross, just sort of in general. And we gotta beat him. And so the axes are a pretty good bet because they go up. Now, he will do various things as you're fighting him, like he'll send his bees after you, and sometimes they'll form like a little squadron and fly in like patterns. Let's see. I was hoping to get the invincibility, because if I could use invincibility, I could probably just bump into him, but that's not working. So let's keep throwing axes. Now I think I do believe that his HP is split evenly between the various body parts that can come off. So I don't think that there's like one place, kind of like with Granfaloon, where if you hit it in the middle, that was the most important part. Never mind, he's dead. Bye. I won. And yeah, I'm going to use Turtle to heal myself. Never mind, I'm going to heal myself with that. Fantastic. All right, well, that was Beelzebub. You can see, though, that how that would be difficult if you didn't have, like, the super axe. Because, she throws 3 axes every time she throws an axe. With Alucard, it's just, like, 1 axe. So, it's a little trickier. I don't know. I've had trouble with Beelzebub before, but that really wasn't too bad, honestly. Still wish I could get the invincibility, though. Because it's gonna be needed. Dang it. Man. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Anyway. So, let's see. Who's the next closest boss? I guess the next closest would be Medusa up in the chapel. So I guess that's where we'll go. We'll go towards Medusa. So yeah, we are going to just wander around and beat the bosses because that's all I got left to do. And I'm probably gonna save the ones at the bottom/top of the castle for last because they're the most dangerous. Especially the one at the very top/bottom, who I really have been dreading fighting pretty much this entire time. I dread that boss almost as much as I dread fighting Dracula. And I do dread fighting Dracula a little bit more. Like, I was watching a Let's Play of this, and they talked about how that boss is like a super boss that is supposed to be more powerful than Dracula. And I feel like I've fought the super boss more than I have fought Dracula. And so Dracula feels more intimidating. Like, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the various moves that the super boss has. But with Dracula, that fight is just kind of like a mess and free-for-all. You know, it's just like there's all these shots going everywhere, and the Dracula's huge, and like all these other things. So we'll see how I do, but I don't know. It would be cool if I found out that I could beat the super boss easily. But we'll just have to find out. So I think this way just goes to the Black Marble Gallery, if I remember correctly. Yes? No? Maybe so? Where am I? I am... Yeah, okay. So we'll connect them up, and then I'll go back and head towards the cathedral. Yeah, it'd be a good time. Yeah, so I just, like, in my mind, I still think of Dracula as scarier. Because I just don't know about the other boss. Or I don't really know about Dracula, whereas with the super boss, I've fought it enough times. And the thing about the super boss, too, is that, like, it has a lot of attacks which do a great deal of damage and can, like, have, like, a big field of effect, but it doesn't really have that many attacks. Whereas with the Dracula, I still feel like has a lot of moves. Although, part of that may actually be... So, I think I've mentioned it before. There was a wonderful game for the PS4 or PS3 called Castlevania Harmony of Despair, which was I guess you'd call it like a mashup or a sort of a best-of game, I guess, of Castlevania games. And the idea was that you could get a group of up to 6 people to fight through like a level, you know, for lack of a better term, that is based on one of the Castlevania games. And it was really cool because you not only did you get to play with your friends, but you could also play as various different, you know, vampire hunters throughout the series, fighting through different stages in the Castlevania mythos. And so, like, there was a stage where Beelzebub was the boss, and there was another one where Dracula was the boss, as you might expect. And the Dracula in that game had, like, all kinds of crazy moves. And I just sort of, like, when I think of Dracula from Symphony of the Night, I think I'm probably just thinking of Dracula from Harmony of Despair, rather. So I don't actually know if this one is as bad as the one in Harmony of Despair is, because that one is a mess if you are not prepared for it. Although, from what I understand, it's not actually the hardest Dracula. I have heard people say that the hardest Dracula to beat is the one from Order of Ecclesia, which I remember being a very unusual battle for Dracula, because, like, I want to say that's the one where Dracula just kind of stands up and starts trying to punch you. Like, instead of doing the whole teleport around, shoot fireballs thing, he just, like, stands up and starts, like, doing martial arts at you, and it's very strange. And I do remember it being difficult, but I don't know. I haven't played it in a long time. I talked to a friend about it, and he was all like, Order of Ecclesia, that's the easy one. And then I was like, yeah, the reason it's easy is because you got, like, maximum stats for Shinoa on everything, and as a result, it was much, much easier, I'm sure. If you're maximum level when you fight the final boss that's not designed to be fought at maximum level, yeah, it's probably going to come across as a little easier. Anyway, I'm just jealous. I just wish I had max stats too. Oh, there's just something fancy about saying, I have max stats. Oh, yeah. Now, I always thought the enemy that you can see on the stairs above us was kind of interesting. I think it's just called Archer. And it's like a little archer that is in like a funny stair climbing device. It's just funny. I don't know. It's just such a weird enemy. And it really feels like they were trying to, like, think about what they could do with this giant staircase, because, you know, this entire room is just a big staircase, and they're like, okay, well, what can we do with that? And so they invented this special monster with a... Oh, hang on. Very professional. My cell phone started to ring. Give me a sec. Well, that was very professional. You always got to make sure your phone is not on silent before you start recording. That way you can get those sweet, sweet accidental phone calls that embarrass you. That's a pro tip. That's a little pro tip for you Let's Players out there from me, a guy who's not very good at it. Pro tip, be better at this than I am. Alright, come down here, sir. I want to hit you with my head. There you are. Face! Oh, I didn't kill him. This is another thing that I've been doing since I was having to play the game again, is I like ramming her head into things. I just... You know, I really should have put my phone on silent after the whole, you know, phone call debacle, but I didn't. That's how you know I'm a professional. I'm not a professional, but what are you gonna do? Go away, monsters. Go away. Yeah, I've been ramming my head into things. It's fun. Because it is an attack, and it's actually a very strong attack for some reason. Like, I don't understand why they decide... One, why it is considered an attack. I would have associated it with just being like a mobility thing, but nope, it's an attack, and it is a strong one. Maria's mighty head destroys her enemies. Die though. There we go. I think right up here is one of those sword guys. I like those sword guys. Like, there are a lot of really cool enemies in this game that, I mean, a lot of them did come back in other games, but then some didn't. And this guy, does he come back? I feel like he does show up in at least one of the other Castlevanias, but it's just such a neat idea to have, like, this sword that's controlling other weapons to its own ends. I don't know, it's like a malicious entity that, is just kind of like, I don't know. It's just sort of strange to think about, like, because, you know, usually when you see, like, possessed swords or something like that, usually they have some sort of face. Like, either the sword itself has, like, a spooky face, or they, possess someone else, and then I shoot a Minotaur in the shoulder while he does a sweet jig. Look at him just dancing. He doesn't care. He didn't care that he's constantly being shot in the shoulder. He's just dancing. He's dead now. See you later. There's no reason for that. I just wanted to hurt him. Because that's how Maria is. She just wants to hurt her enemies. Yeah, usually, like, either they have a face that gets, like, warped, or they project some face, or they possess someone and that person becomes the entity they control, whatever. But in this game, the evil sword is just kind of, go away, imps! Jeez, there's so many of them! Get off of me! Get off me, guys! Get out of here! I'm Maria! I'm cool! That guy shot arrows at me. I don't know how being cool really relates to don't possess me, but don't possess me, bro! Ow! Jump straight into that. Friggin' Amalaric Sniper? I've never been able to pronounce their name. It's like Amalaric, Amalric, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, it's a sniper, and I want to kill it. Get out of here. Get out of here. There you go. Let's stop in here. Just getting some map filter. Oh, hey, this is actually kind of interesting. So, back in the regular castle when I got here, I talked about the fir trees. There it is. That fir tree back there. That's what would normally be at the other side of the chapel, and they have it here. I guess maybe it really is like a layering thing. I don't know. All right, we're gonna try this again. Nope. No. It would be so much easier to get through that room if I was invincible. Come on, Maria. You can do it, girl. Come on. Rather, I can do it. I believe in me. I did it. I must have done... Yay! Hooray, I did it! Yay! Die, all of you! Death! Death to imps! Die, 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 die! Ah, ha, 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 ha. Behold my glowing invincible body! I am invincible Maria! Did it still capture me? Are you serious? Get off! Oh gosh. Ha 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 ha. I will defeat all of you snipers. I know that you're sniper. That's the word I know at least. You too. Also die. Get out of here. Ha 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 ha. Fantastic. My fantastic invincibleness. Alright. Power trip. Power trip over. No, I have to go through a door. They'll all respawn, I think. What's over here? I think this is the way to the... Does this lead to Olrox's chambers? Something like that? Where does this lead to? Yes, this is Olrox's chambers. I thought there was a barrier in the way, though. I guess it's only in the other version of the castle. Yes. What was I talking about? I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? I was talking about something. I always am. Oh, this is the room. Yeah, there's like normally a statue and like a tiny statue, and you kill the little one, and then the statue slides, and it's a good time. And I'm going to fall down here, and it'll be fun. Whee! And I'm going to get monies, and it'll be fun, but completely useless because the shopkeeper does not care about Maria. He does not care that she has money and wants to spend it on something. I don't know what she would spend it on. Ah! I will use my mighty headbutt! Mighty headbutt! Ah, well, there we go. Okay, I want to go in here. I want to go in here. Now, I'm pretty sure I can't do anything here. Let's see. No. Come on. Am I doing it wrong? Whatever. I'm probably doing it wrong. I'll have to look up the instructions again. Whatever. Anyway, yes. Yeah. I'm so scattered right now. I just keep forgetting everything. I need to just find a save point and and get the episode over with. Or need to just get this over with. Freaking episode. Okay. I hate those things. They're such a nuisance. You know the way in which they would not be a nuisance is if I could be invincible. Like, once you find out about the invincibility, you kind of want to use it constantly because it's really useful. Ha! No. Oh, jeez! It's a kitty. Okay. Let's see. I want to throw down my mighty water. It just burned his face. Come on, kitty. Now you're dead. Those things are awful to fight as Alucard, honestly. They do drop a very useful weapon, though. They drop the, what do you call it? I think it's the Murasame, I believe. It's either Murasame or Masamune, but I think it's Murasame. Which is a cool weapon that gets stronger with the more things you kill. And that's neat. Because I think, if I remember correctly, it can be, like, your most powerful weapon if you use it enough, but anyway. I think we will bump into Medusa before we encounter a save point, so I'm probably going to try to fight Medusa in this episode. We will defeat her. We will defeat her and her snaky butt. And you will see her snaky butt. It's super weird looking. But you will see it. Because here she is. Wait for it. Maybe. There she is! There's her snaky butt! Look! It's strange! It's all snaky! And I will now introduce her to Byakko. This is Byakko. He's my friend. Bye! Everybody likes Byakko. They meet Byakko and then they're just like, oh, I just have to leave. Oh my gosh, Byakko is amazing. It can't get any better than Byakko. So yeah. It's a good time. Now, I think the save point is just in the other end of this... Not what I meant to do. Other end of this corridor. So I will probably end there. I will water that balloon pod with my mighty holy water. Is it right over here? I think that's the save point. Let's see. Are you a save point? Be a save point! Yep, it is. Alright, so in the next episode, we will continue over... Let's see, where are we going to go next? I will probably go... where should I go next? I'll probably go back to Olrox's chambers and take care of that. So I hope you'll come back and see me for that. I'm the MoeChicken. This is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Thanks for stopping by.